Carl, 2 weeks into the election campaign, how's it going?
It's going really, really well. I mean, we're quite confident but not complacent. We're getting a very good response on the doorstep, and all in all, we've got a good team of volunteers, we've got lots of material going out, we've got lots of contacts, so it seems reasonably positive, but you never know. There's 2 weeks to go, something might happen, but you know, we're running a very positive campaign here in Thurrock. We've got lots of good things that the government have done. We know about the economy is an issue, you know, immigration's an issue, but we've got good policies to deal with those issues.
You've spoken to us several times, even over the last 2 weeks, about everything is local. And I guess even in the street which your party headquarters are on, there's what, 5 shops all boarded up. I mean, is that the Labour Party's fault, and what can you do about that?
Well, they're not boarded up, they've got their shutters down, and these are all council-owned properties, and I'm told that they're ready for letting, but you've got a Conservative council bringing it back to local, and my next door neighbour at number 9 wants to expand his business to number 8. He's been waiting for months to get the council to agree for him to move in and do all the paperwork. So it's not necessarily the businesses that are causing this problem, but this inertia at Thurrock Council that's preventing a lot of these shops from being let. I think there's probably 1 or 2 that are empty at the moment, but the vast majority of these are either let or in the process of being let, and they're all waiting for the council to get its act together.
And what's the feedback you're getting on the doorsteps? What are the good questions? What's the good feedback, and what are the difficult questions?
Well, obviously people are worried about the issue of immigration in Thurrock. I mean, we can't, there's been a massive change here in a short period of time, and people are concerned about change, but they are reassured when we talk about the Australian point system and the way in which the government are tackling that issue. In terms of the positive feedback, what we are finding, particularly in the likes of Tilbury, Grays, Bellas, Averley, West Thurrock, where we've been, is that there is no convincing argument for David Cameron. I mean, Gordon Brown is a bit like Marmite, you like him or you don't like him, but I mean, there is something that people don't seem to have bought into yet with Cameron, and I don't think his performance last night at the debate would have reassured people.
What will people get from, if you are voted in, what will people get? You're a different entity than Andrew McKinley, aren't you? What are people actually going to get from you on the floor of the House?
Well, I mean, I think I want to continue the good work that Andrew's done. Andrew has done some fantastic work for Thurrock. He's put Thurrock on the map, and I want to keep it there. I want Thurrock to get his fair share of government funds, fair share of investment, fair share of social housing, and at the same time I want to make sure that we are positively seen by the rest of the country. So that's my priority, but above all I want to represent the people of Thurrock. I want to be Thurrock's voice in Westminster. I want for people to understand that they come to me and they raise an issue, I'll take it up for them, and if it's a very, very serious issue that needs further legislation for perhaps their concerns, then I'll do that. I want to be a true representative of the people of Thurrock in the same way that Andrew was. He wasn't a party machine politician, neither am I. I'm a very local candidate. I know the land, I know the territory, and I know the issues that people are talking about in the pubs and clubs. I understand those issues and I understand those concerns. That's what they're going to get from me.
Do you feel this is the culmination of almost 25 to 30 years of work with the Labour Party?
Well, look, to be quite honest with you, I wasn't looking to stand for Parliament. I've not been, travelling the length and breadth of the country looking for a parliamentary seat because I want to be an MP. It's not about being a member of Parliament for me. I haven't travelled from Yorkshire, put down some superficial roots in Thurrock and say I'm a resident. I've lived here, I was born here, I was educated here. I've joined the council because I wanted to do good things for people, and I wanted to deliver some things for people, and I've managed to do that. My work with Andrew has allowed me to expand that, and we've got some really good results over the years for local people, and that's what I want to continue to do. I mean, it's not, I haven't planned to become a Member of Parliament. This time last year I wasn't looking to stand for Parliament, I was looking to plan another successful campaign for Andrew, but Andrew's decided to retire, and it was an opportunity that was too good for me to miss, because I want to be a representative, a true representative of Thurrock.
And finally, last night there was a leaders' debate, and there seemed to be a new catchphrase. I agree with Nick. Do you agree with Nick?
Well, I think the problem with the likes of Gordon Brown and David Cameron is that everybody knows them. Everybody knows what the policies are, but Nick Clegg had a very, very unique platform to showcase his policies. And you know, if you're a Liberal Democrat, you can say what you like because you're never going to get a chance to put it into power. So in that respect, he grasped that opportunity and he took it well. He performed very well. But I think in terms of my view is that it was Cameron's to lose, and he lost it. I think there's no doubt about that. He was shown as a rather shallow figure, whereas not everybody likes Gordon Brown, but you don't have to like your Prime Minister. And not many people like Margaret Thatcher, but she kept getting re-elected. And I think the difference is you've got somebody of substance there who's got a handle on the real issues, that has been right on every call on the economy, and you've got David Cameron who's buffeting around and not sure where he's going to go. And the real risk is that we risk double-dip recession, massive job losses if we go along the line of David Cameron. And I think people are beginning to understand that that's a risk that they're not prepared to take.
In 2005, 4,770 people went in and voted for Earnshaw Palmer and the Lib Dems.
Yeah.
Harris is running what we consider a very, very active campaign, and there may well be 5,000 people who go in and vote Lib Dem. However, what's your message to those people who then go vote Lib Dem and then go to the local ballot paper and find no Lib Dems? What's your message to those people? Well,
I'm just astonished that the Liberal Democrats are not putting anybody up in the local elections, and I think that just indicates they're not really serious about this constituency. As far as I don't know, Karis seems a perfectly nice woman, doesn't live here, probably not sure exactly what the big issues are here, and she's running a typical Lib Dem campaign from her office in London, which is fine, okay. But I would have hoped that the Lib Dems who preach doorstep politics, who they're keen on localism, would have put at least one or two candidates up, as they've done in the past. So it's disappointing. So I think those Lib Dem voters who would want to go and vote Lib Dem in the local elections will be disappointed, and that might have a read across to the general election. And my message to the Lib Dems is that if you vote Clegg, you'll get Cameron, and if you vote Tory, you may well, Lib Dem, you may well get a Tory MP here, and none of us want that.